Welcome back to Waiting, Restaurant Nightmares. I'm Allison and I'll be your host once again. Today we're going to talk about the most rewarding things in the restaurant business and what it can actually teach you later in life.
The last 4 times we've come here, the food was awful.
Well, I apologize for the food the last few times, and we will certainly do our best to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's what the last waitress said.
So I think the most rewarding thing for me is being able to build relationships with people that you would normally meet otherwise. A lot of the people that come into the restaurant and bars and stuff, they are looking for someone to talk to. And I know as a bartender that probably the most rewarding thing is being able to listen to people and hear what they have to say. Yeah, you have some people who are bad people and bad apples and are just never going to be happy. But for the most part, it's very rewarding to build relationships with people in a very small amount of time. So, thanks to Jobs.com, here are 5 reasons everyone should work in a restaurant at least once. So their first reason is you'll develop skin as thick as an African elephant, which I think is pretty true. So the restaurant environment just has, even though I said that there are a lot of good people, there's also a lot of bad people. So sometimes they're hungry and they're moody and they make a mess and they're demanding and they're just not very nice. But you have to smile and bear through it anyway, which sucks. As we learned through the earlier episodes, people are not always the best. You will learn the true meaning of respect, and you'll be 10 times more patient than when you started. You'll also learn to work well with others. I know my coworkers may not be the easiest to work with, but I have learned to work with many different types of people, which will help you no matter which type of job industry that you go into. And you'll learn the true importance of a great manager, according to Jobs.com. And I also agree with that. I mean, a great manager, like I've been, especially with a chain restaurant like the one that I work at, it's not very likely that we get good managers. I've worked with very different types of managers, and the best ones may not always be the nicest, but they do reward you in the end, and they know exactly how to deal with all different types of people. And if you have a good manager, you have a good restaurant, and that's just the basis of it. So I hope you've learned a few things from not only Jobs.com, but myself as well. The restaurant industry can be very rewarding, however, it can be very difficult, depending on which way you look at it. You just gotta always keep an open mind no matter, and treat every day like a new day, and all the cliches, but seriously, working in a restaurant can be fun. You just gotta have the right attitude.
The last 4 times we've come here, the food was awful.
Well, I apologize for the food the last few times, and we will certainly do our best to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's what the last waitress said. The last 4 times we've come here, the food was awful.
Well, I apologize for the food the last few times, and we will certainly do our best to make sure that that doesn't happen again.
Yeah, that's what the last waitress said.